name is Giancarlo Personal, and this is my video presentation for my project. So, Stockmaster. So, Stockmaster is an enterprise-grade command line inventory management application that provides highly responsive data visualization, mathematical profit analysis, and robust transaction logging for modern businesses. So let's run the application. First, we'll copy the root directory, and let's type command. So here, so let's walk through the application. I have designed a custom so I have designed a custom initiative UI using NSI code, escape codes, and global configuration settings. So let's try the product management. Let's add first. I'll demonstrate adding a product. So the application uses custom input validation engine to ensure the system never crashes due to bad user input. So let's try. Let's add product. So hello category auto. So there's an error because that ID already exists. So let's try that. Let's make it. So here it is. Wait. So let's go back. So let's go to analytics and reporting. So if we view our master inventory, you'll notice one of my main UX features, the dynamic pagination. So because enterprise database can be massive, I implemented a robust mathematical pagination algorithm that slices the data sets into manageable console pages, navigating using next and previous commands. So let's navigate to the search and filter. So let's try filter by price range. So let's enter price range. Okay. Let's enter. So here it is. So let's return. So we can also do advanced data processing. So here I can filter the specific price range the system requires, the database, the data sets, and returns only the bounded items. So let's return to and so let's select 4. So let's try 3. So export database to CSV file. So finally, data persistence is key. Alongside standard JSON saving, I implemented a feature that exports the entire database into standard CSV file using Python's predefined file handling methods. So now let's explain the codes. I'll just minimize this. So first we'll go to inventory. First, looking at my class and object design, I built the class product. I built the product class starting here on line 87. So, using OOP encapsulation instead of row variables. Attributes like price and cost price utilize the property decorator with dedicated setter methods. Here around here. This is where I enforce strict data validation right at the object initialization level. So let's scroll down to terminal table at line. What line is it? Here. Let's start at line 170. So for my non-trivial algorithmic logic, to solve the common CLI issue of misaligned tables, I engineered the terminal table. So which you can see on line 170, on line 185, the calculate dynamic width iterates through the entire dataset and dynamically calculates the mathematical maximum width of every column. It then uses those bounds to draw perfectly fitted Unicode box borders around the data, and it will never break the alignment. So let's export this, yes. So on the line 398, for advanced Python concept, I heavily utilize decorators. So they created a custom time-it decorator to act as the performance analyzer by wrapping the decorator using my IO methods like the export to CSV function. The wrapper intercepts the function execution, calculates the exact process time, and logs it to the console. So let's look at the source main.py. So on line 100, so on line 133, if we look at it, I used advanced mathematical logic for my pagination algorithm using floor division. The display paginated function dynamically calculates page limits, so ensuring massive arrays are split across readable console pages and greatly improve the user experience. So as for my reflection, so reflecting on this project, the most challenging part was engineering the dynamic terminal table, and rendering it, and part was engineering the dynamic terminal table, rendering and combining it seamlessly with the pagination algorithm. Calculating the grid intersections and slice bounds mathematically required a lot of trial and error to ensure UI remained smooth and unbreakable. So if I were given more time to improve the application, I would transition the persistence layer from JSON and CSV file IO to a formal relational database like SQLite using SQL Alchemy. I would also love to add a multi-user authentication system so different employees could have different access permissions. So thank you for watching my presentation.